Hi guys, Big P here from Rains on 4-1. So we're back with the Ferrari FF today. So we're just going to go around the car, look at exactly how much damage there is on the car, what's involved. We might strip down the bumper and have a look at the damage behind it, and have a quick look at what we're going to be doing over the next few weeks and months, and how far the damage has gone, the extent of it. Like and subscribe guys, hit that bell icon so you can see the videos coming up straight away. We've got loads of videos coming up on the Ferrari, and we'll go through it step by step, all the whole repair, and we'll see this car from start to end, how it goes. So let's have a look at the car.
So as you can see guys, we've given the car a quick valet, cleaned it up, and the bodywork has come out absolutely beautiful. Paintwork on this car is stunning. Obviously it's got the few damage and things like that, but otherwise it's quite a tidy car. You can see that body kit and everything a lot better now, and you can see the lines lovely now that it's clean. I thought I'd clean it all because really you cannot find every little bit of damage unless it's nice and clean. So there's that little bit there where the bumper seems to have come away a little bit. It needs to come off and go back on, maybe a clip or something like that. Generally the rest of the car on the rear and sides is okay. The interior of the car is pretty much mint. And everything more or less works inside. The seats, the screens, the stereo, everything is all good. Obviously we've got this seat belt here, which has because of the airbags and the ABS system has come out and will not go back in. It's something to do with the pre-tensioners. We've got this damage on the stereo, which is going to require airbag. Now on the dash, we've got that airbag that's been deployed there, and that requires that part of the dash with a new airbag. So I still don't know what we're doing with that. A complete dash is just too expensive to replace. So what I will probably do is strip it down and have a look and see if we can find somebody to retrim that area. But other than that, this is all lovely, and you can see the interior is absolutely pristine. It's in mint condition. Even the headlining, sometimes they sag on these, but this has got a full leather headlining in the same color, which is pretty much mint. And this car has the Daytona heated seats, has the carbon handles, all the carbon pack all the way around, the Manatino gear switch. So it's pretty much mint inside, other than these airbags that have been deployed. So that's the next thing we'll have a look at. Now coming to the side of the car, this panel here, other than the cosmetics of where they have used tape to hold the bonnet down, it's pretty much okay. It doesn't look like there's that little bit there which is going to need to be flattened out and repainted. But other than that, really it's pretty much okay. And there's a few nicks on these wheels. I think a lot of this is damage that's been caused in the time it's been at the salvage yard. And then we've got this headlight here, which is completely destroyed. That inside there, the xenon is all loose, so I'm assuming that's going to need a full unit. You can't get the, I've had a look and we can't get the lenses for these. Funny thing is they make them for the F12 and the FF, I mean the 458, but they don't make them for the FF for some strange reason. This bonnet here has got a few rips in it where it's torn, like this here, and obviously the whole bonnet has lifted back, as you can see it. It's been pushed back with the impact of the collision, so that's a fair bit. I don't think that's going to be repaired, and I want it to be pretty much perfect, so I don't want to sort of repair that's 99%, if you know what I mean. It needs to be 100%, so I'll have a go at straightening that bonnet out, but I don't think I'll stick with it. It's probably 99% going to be a new bonnet that's going to go on. The bumper itself, all the sides are okay. The Novitec body kit is untouched. This part of the bumper obviously has quite a lot of damage from here and here and here, but I'm hoping with a bit of heat we can straighten that out. And if you look at the rest of the bumper, it's absolutely fine. And even on this side, the actual bumper here is all good, so I don't really think it's going to be a big deal to repair that bumper. So I'm going to have a go and hopefully we can get that going. And so below this, below the bonnet, these covers here at the top are going to have to come off and be cleaned and repainted and powder coated. So I've just used that stick there now to hold the bonnet up because the hydraulics seems like the left side has failed, or just because of the impact, could be that because of the shape of the bonnet has become irregular that it's not holding it up. So we've got our mop stick there, which has been acoustically designed to hold this bonnet in place. Now I noticed the other day that obviously because of the impact all this has been pushed down, so we need to get this bumper off and have a look what's going on here. This ECU, the bracket is broken for this, so we need to see what's going on with that. And behind the headlights there's a bit of impact where there's a few brackets that are broken, things like this. This is for the this jet here, which this comes out, it has this cover on it, there's a cover missing on that side. It has this cover on it which comes forward to wash your headlights, as you can see there. So we're going to need a new one on that side. It's not there, it's missing that there. And obviously this headlight it's intact. I mean the thing's there, but obviously it's broken, so like I said, we can't get the lens, so it'll be a complete unit by the looks of it. And this wing here, there's no damage on the front of it. There's a part there where you can just see there that the shape's distorted because of the impact. So this is going to need flattening out, and then this whole panel here will have to be probably be sprayed because there's a bit of damage here, which is quite deep. And then if you look carefully in the Scuderia side shields, just there, something's nicked that and it's damaged there. I'm hoping we can touch that up because the S and the J is okay and the horse is okay. It's just the yellow there that needs filling. So if I can paint match that and get it touched up, it'll look quite nice because these are not cheap either to replace. And then going on to the door, we've got this damage here, which is quite deep as well. And then we've got that big scratch going down the side, which needs to be looked at as well. But other than that, there's the windscreen, which is smashed all the way through. Now I never noticed this windscreen when I saw the photos on Copart because you couldn't really tell in the photos, but when it came here I noticed that the windscreen was totally smashed. They ain't cheap, so it's a bit of a downer. Nothing to worry. Now we have fitted a brand new battery in this because the battery that was in it was completely dead. It uses an AGM and I've used an X-Side. I think it's called a 950 AGM, but if you need more details on the battery, it's not a problem, I can send it through to you. And that's where the battery goes there. You have to remove all those covers to fit a new battery, and I've got it on a battery maintainer now. This is a C-Tech that I used to use for my 360, and it's working pretty good. It's maintaining it nice. Just because it's going to be sat for a while, so it'd be nice to have it on trickle charge just to keep it maintained, because these cars use a lot of power, and you know, with Ferraris, no matter which one you buy, it will use up the power pretty quickly. But yeah, so we'll take the battery off, and then we'll take the bumper off, and then we'll have a look underneath and see how bad it is. Right, so first thing we're going to remove this bumper, have a look at the extent of the damage. I mean, looking at the bumper, it's pretty loose anyway. There's 3 screws that I can see on the top which are still holding it on, but other than that, it seems like it's pretty
pretty much loose, so I'm going to take these off. And see where it takes me. Obviously, I'm assuming all the parking sensors and everything will still be attached below, so that will have to take off. This badge here, I was hoping that we could salvage that, but it's completely bent and it's all done, so I'll probably take that off and make a keychain out of it. How about that? And then we'll get a new one for that. Now I'm hoping once I take these 3 screws out that this is just gonna this is a hex, I mean a torque screw fitting, so I'm hoping this is just gonna, there's a bit of pressure on there and there. That's it, there we go. But it seems like somebody's taken this bumper off before, because everything is already unplugged. The parking sensors are unplugged, everything's already been unplugged, so somebody's had a look at this already. Maybe the insurance assessors or something have had to take it off to assess the extent of the damage, which pretty much is normal. I mean, looking at this section here, it seems like it's in shape, but at the same time it does look like it's gone in a bit, but I don't know if that's the shape of it, so that's something you're gonna have to have a look at. If not, it's just bolted on there, and you can take that off and straighten it out. If you look here, come here closely, you can see some of the paint has cracked from here, so that means it has had some impact there and it's caused this to bend. So that front crash bar, I would think, is going to have to come off and be replaced because it looks bent, and that's what the boot lock is attached to. So if that's not straight, that's not bang on, when that bonnet comes down, it won't line up and it'll put everything out of place. So this is just held on with some Allen key bolts here, so we can take that off and have a look at that. But if I move this bumper to the side, God, it's heavy, that is a lot of stuff in there. You can see it's got all the park distance control, it's got the front camera there, which looks like it's still okay, because I mean even that front camera's a few £100. Bumper itself, the sides and everything of the bumper are actually quite good. It's just this bit here, and I'm hoping if we can put a bit of heat on this, we can get this straightened out and then fill it and made it look back to normal. Because the bumpers are about £2,000 for a decent one, which is undamaged. I mean, if we're just buying a damaged one, it's pretty much pointless. We might as well just repair this one. A lot of plastic here, assuming they're ducts of some sort. And if you look down here, the rads here are all okay. You've got your radiators there, and they haven't lost any water. This is your front lower panel, which still seems okay as well. Now all these screws have actually been removed, so that's a good thing, because all the holes, if you look at the bottom of the bumper, all the holes in the bottom of the bumper are still intact. So I thought that because it was loose, all those holes would be broken, but they're not. So that's brilliant news, because we can reuse that part of the bumper and it will all fit back on. All we have to do is get the fixings. There was a bag of fixings in the boot, so it could be that some of those parts are in there. So basically what we'll do is for today, I think this is all. I just wanted to see what was going on behind the extent of the damage. I can see that there's things here, lots of plastic that needs to be replaced. They're not big items, it's not a big deal. But what we'll do now in the next video, we'll start stripping this back a bit more, get these headlights out, get this out, get this off, so that we know where we're going to be, what we're going to be doing. And we'll get a little bit deeper into it. But for now, that's all, guys. Like and subscribe to the channel. You can see now what the FF looks like. So you can see now, guys, what the damage is like. And like I said, next video, we'll strip this back a little bit more. We'll take all this off. We'll take these headlights out, and we can then assess each panel and part piece by piece to look at exactly what it needs. And even this front crash bar, maybe we can straighten it out, or maybe we need to buy a new one. We can have a look at that as well. And I'm hoping nothing electrical has been damaged. I mean, things like this, they're not a big deal. You know, you can buy these parts pretty easily. So there's a crash bar here, which is absolutely mint at the bottom. It's the impact has been like, I'm thinking on the back of a lorry you have a bar, like a safety bar, and it's hit the top of the car. The car's actually dived under the bar, so it's hit the top here, but the bottom is completely untouched. It's pretty much mint. All the vents, all the air ducts you can see here, look, all the air ducts in place. I mean, there's things like this here, like I'm assuming that's a brake sphere, and that's, you know, it hasn't even been touched. You look at that pipe, it's still mint. There's switches and all sorts and plugs, which are all pretty much good. Even the undercover's still intact, there's no damage to that. So hopefully on the next one we'll go through it in a little bit more depth. Like and subscribe to the channel, guys. Hit that bell icon so you get the video as soon as they come up. We'll take it from there. See you guys next week.